Did you know, according to Climate NASA, July 22nd, 2022, no author listed, 97% of climate scientists agree that human interaction causes global change and climate change? Why should you care about electric cars? How do they help the environment? Because you should care because we all live on Earth and we need to preserve what we have. Electric vehicles are just better than gas-powered vehicles for the environment. We will be looking at electric cars and how they are good for the environment. To illustrate this, we will be looking at CO2 emissions, the lifespan of an electric car, and where the energy for these electric cars is being made. We will be looking at how much CO2 an electric car has while being made. Just because an electric car does not emit CO2 while running does not mean that an electric car does not have a CO2 footprint. According to a publication by the BBC, written by Harbin on March 23rd, 2020, in 95% of the world, driving an electric car is better for the environment than driving a gas-powered one, even if the energy is from fossil fuels. Now that we have covered how much CO2 an electric car puts out while being made, now we can look at the lifespan of an electric car. We'll be looking at the lifespan of an electric car versus its non-electric counterpart. Many American companies have estimated that their cars can go 150,000 miles on the conservative side. That can be a little bit less or a little bit greater than due to the maintenance and upkeep of these cars. For example, this is a Chevy Bolt. According to EV America, published on August 18th, 2021, no author listed, an electric car can last up to 8 years, but with maintenance, it can last even longer. Just because an electric vehicle doesn't have an engine does not mean it needs maintenance. Just like its gas-powered counterpart, an electric car needs maintenance and taken care of if you want it to have a long life. We have now looked at how long an electric car can last with good maintenance. Now let's head over and see where the energy for these cars is made. Electric car needs energy to run, just like a gas-powered car needs gas to run. So where does this energy come from? According to Web Atlas, published on June 9th, 2020, no author listed, less than 50% of the U.S.'s power comes from coal. According to this graph, it is 45%. As stated before in this speech, even if the power comes from fossil burning fuels, it is still viable in the long run to have an electric vehicle, because eventually the carbon emissions will go out in the 8 to 15 year lifespan of an electric vehicle with maintenance. As stated earlier in the speech, according to Climate Change NASA, July 22nd, 2022, no author listed, 79% of climate scientists agree that global warming and climate change is caused by humans. Do you want to be in the 3% of deniers or the 97% of fixers? We have looked at how electric cars can help the environment. I illustrate this through looking at the carbon emissions of electric vehicles. We have looked at the lifespan of electric vehicles and where the electricity is being made for these electric vehicles. Now, electric cars are good for the environment. Be the difference. Go electric.